Are you ready to supercharge your growth towards freedom and recovery?
Well, stay tuned as we talk about how to deal with those things that are keeping you from walking in the light. Well, it's July 8th, and it's time for another double shot from My Sober Truth. Sean, an ever-growing freedom.
Yeah.
You know, I love this. And there's an aspect of recovery, and we were just talking about this before we turned on the cameras, and humility, step 7, all of this stuff, and that it's kind of an ongoing thing. It's not a one and done. It's a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
In that situation. And so with that in mind, I have a question for you.
Okay.
And because you've been walking clean for a while,
Yep.
I've been walking clean for a while, but there's always things that tend to come up in life.
Right.
Things that push our buttons.
Yep.
The older we get, the more opportunities we have for new character defects to arise, or maybe not new ones, maybe the ones we haven't dealt with before.
Right.
But so here's the question. It's real simple. So how do you deal with these things that are keeping you from walking in the light?
Practice. Figuring out, I talked about it in this last episode about how so much of this is an inside job, and you have to do it inside yourself. It's a mind game.
Right.
And I hate to use the word game, the term game, but it's a mind game with yourself, and it takes practice. There's, I don't know, if you look it up, if you Google it, there's you can find as many days as you need, 18 days to make something a habit, 18 or 21 days to make something,
right.
28 days to make something a habit, 52 days. Everybody's got their own little idea of how long it takes to start doing something, and then for that thing to become a habit with you. So you have to just do it. You have to keep doing it, making it a habit. And the more that I am able to talk, pray, meditate, just have time conversing with, thinking about how my higher power wants things to go.
Right.
And then, so these days when I pray, really the only thing I pray for is guidance. I don't pray for things anymore. I've kind of came to a place where that just hasn't worked for me at all.
Right.
I don't pray for what I want. The only thing that I pray for is help me see what the way to go is. And more, it becomes clear to me that the only thing my higher power really requires out of me on a daily basis is he wants me to help other people.
Right.
He wants me to do what I can to help my fellow traveler in their journey, whatever it is, whether it's help an elderly lady across the street, bend over and pick up a piece of unsightly trash off the road, whatever. There's a million ways in a day that you see, grab the door and hold it for somebody that's got their arms full. There's a million little things that you can do for people you don't even know that, quite honestly, start turning you into this different person. And as you practice these principles in all your affairs,
right.
It works.
Right.
It starts to change you from the inside out. And as I learn to trust my higher power, it becomes easier and easier for me to walk in the light.
Right.
Because it gets to a point where my life becomes so much easier, but also, I don't want to use the term happier, funner, anything. It's joy. Right. It is the term that I have learned that I didn't really know what it was when I first got here.
Right.
It's joy. It's this feeling in life that, you know what, I'm going to be okay.
Yep.
Everything's going to be okay. And I can't even express to our viewers just how strong of a feeling that becomes in your life. And then you want more of it. I don't want to let that go. So how do I get more of it? I do some more giving it to my higher power. I do the work. I keep my boots on the ground and make sure that I'm doing my part in trying to help other people succeed, have success, help them across the street, whatever that is, whatever I can do to help my fellow man, I try to do that. And as long as I'm doing that, I don't have to worry about a lot of the rest of the stuff. I mean, I go to work, I try my best to do a good job. I come here, I do this, I try my best to do a good job at this. But where I need the little nudges and prods and I need the help, boy, it shows up in spades. It really does. So it's practice, practice, practice. And then, I have written on the top of my page here where the rubber meets the road. Asking for help, acknowledging that I have these character defects and asking my higher power to help me with them. I don't know that I can express just how big of a deal that is in my life, how much it has helped me, because I still have problems. I still do things wrong. These character defects they're not gone forever because I prayed about them one time. They're still here every day, and they try to sneak back into my life when they can. And when they do, the difference in my life now is I don't embrace them.
Right.
I don't think it's cool to be mad all the time. I don't think it's cool to be angry. I don't think it's cool to do some of the stuff that I used to do. Now it's more of a, ooh, I see this. Let me step back for just a second, analyze this. Let me maybe say a little prayer. Let me see what I need to do to move on. And every day, sometimes every minute, every hour, whatever it is, I reevaluate and I adjust and I ask my higher power for help. And for me, it's really just made a beautiful life. So
it's turn an empty life into a rewarded life.
Absolutely.
You talked about joy. We talked about this ongoing aspect of continuing to walk out recovery even when you've been clean for 9-10 years.
Right.
There is those things that are going to creep up, but now we have tools and we know how to use them, and we have the experience with those tools that we know that they work.
Right.
And so I love it. Thank you for sharing that today, man. And so as we wrap up, I want to pose this back over to our viewers because we want to hear what you guys have to say. And so how do you do this? How do you deal with the things that are trying to keep you from walking in the light? Take a few minutes, think about the answer, put your answer down in the comment section below. We want to read what you have to say, and I know it's going to help somebody else in their journey today. And on that note, from My Sober Truth, I'm Mark.
Hey, and I'm Sean, and here's hoping that today you stay drunk with success. Love y'all. Hi, folks. Thanks for watching. If you're ready for another round of My Sober Truth, then belly on up to mysobertruth.com and click on the double shot button today. There you'll find the daily inspiration, encouragement, and support that'll help you stay clean, on track, and growing in every area of your life. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and if you got a minute, stick around, watch another video. Love y'all.